So ShoBadge is a product that we recently launched this year, and it was based on what ShoCard was ultimately built on, an identity management platform. And the whole idea is to be able to really revolutionize what we've done with ID and do away with the technology that's been in place for the past 40 years. So no usernames, no passwords. Users have the identity with them on the mobile device, and we do separate validation of that on the blockchain. But what we wanted to do was, rather than just providing that for consumers, was really bring that to the enterprise, because we think there's a great opportunity within that to really ease the process for employees, contractors, other people who actually access a company's assets ultimately, but also at the same time create more security.
Well, the concept is basically helping CIOs, CISOs to be able to secure their enterprise. Security of the utmost and paramount importance for any organization. And as we've seen lately, there's been a lot of breaches going on, whether it's Equifax, Uber, and other organizations. It's unfortunate, but hackers are looking for ways to be able to gather records from organizations in the millions. And what we have been able to do is help those organizations be able to secure their enterprise, and we use the blockchain for that.
The biggest part of the challenge was initially coming up with the idea, really figuring out how to make it work, come up with a new paradigm. Once we got that in place, I'm lucky enough to be able to actually hire some of the best engineers here in Silicon Valley. We've been able to put the team together and build it out. So some of it is, the routine stuff you have to do as a company to build it out. But I think the initial ideation was really where the fun of it was, but also where the challenge was.
We built ShoBadge, because with the advent, mobility and cloud apps and so on, employees, today are interacting a lot, with business applications, and they expect a lot. They expect, speed, convenience, and functionality, and sometimes, at the behest, of security. So with ShoBadge, we are solving that problem. We are helping the CISOs still keep the functionality, the convenience, and the speed, and yet tag in security at the highest level. The old models that we see, like two-factor authentication, key fobs, things like token, RSA tokens, and so on, are all model just a band-aid on something that has not changed in the last 40 years. And so ShoBadge came in to be able to help organizations with a lot more robust security.
We make it very easy for users, but we don't compromise security at all. In fact, we strengthen the security. So every login that happens, there's at least, at a minimum, 4 separate factors associated with that. Users' data is always with them on the mobile device. And what we do is we do independent validation of that data on the blockchain. And that's really the core of how we do the authentication. We can add biometrics, anything from access control on your phone with things such as Touch ID, but in fact taking it further by doing facial recognition, where at the server level we can actually do a facial comparison. So security with regards to the number of factors we engage within it is significantly more than anything that's in the industry today, but the user experience is incredibly simple. And that's really one of the big differentiators in how we do this. For IT managers, our goal has been to be able to give them that security by making it incredibly easy. Integration into existing setups that they have is very easy. There's no proprietary interfaces to that. We use open standards such as SAML and OpenID Connect, and they can easily connect that up to if they have existing single sign-on services like Okta or OneLogin, they can easily connect that up to it. And at the same time, if they want to have a standalone system, we can work with them and they can actually do that as well. So for IT, we make the process of setting it up, easy configuration, get it done in a couple hours, and they'll be set to go.